Hi, hello, welcome to my channel Shankar Vlogs. So today we will see a extract that is taken from the book Bhaja Govindam, Seek the Eternal. The book is authored by A. Parthasarathy. He is one of the renowned Vedanta philosopher. So he has written famous books and he is known worldwide. So one of the famous book is Bhaja Govindam, Seek the Eternal. So in that book, we will take an extract. We have taken an extract, and we will think about it, and we will speak some words about it. So the Bhaja Govindam is originally composed by Adi Shankaracharya. So he has written the human nature and how we have to live in the world and how to overcome our drawbacks and how to lead a peaceful and spiritual and happy life. So we will discuss about that. So this is an extract from Bhaja Govindam, verse 3. So this line is taken from the verse 3. So that is, man's enjoyment of woman is considered the most powerful of all sensual pleasures. So generally, we all have pleasures, sensual pleasures. So we will all attract to sense objects. So here, a man is considered either we can say either a man or a woman, but here a man is it is not a specific to a man. We can say a man or either a woman. I hope so. Here the author is saying the most powerful of the sensual pleasures is for a man is woman. So whenever a man approaches a woman, he experiences the enjoyment of sensual pleasures. So that kind of pleasure, it is the highest or it is the most powerful of all sensual pleasures. So this is actually see this is actually what is saying is the enjoyment is okay. We can have an enjoyment or we can have you can have a relationship or you can have anything with our opposite sex with a limited with a limited approach. That is, you can have marriage. See, once you marry, you will marry a woman. So that satisfies the enjoyment of a opposite sex. That is, a man will be satisfied with opposite sex by marrying a woman. But the thing is, the lust and the greed is there in in most of the men. So what he does is he will uh, he will be in external affairs with many of the women. So like that, he will spoil his he will spoil his basic personality, and he will live with very secrecy with his wife. So he doesn't he will live every second with fear. So these all kind of tensions and anxiety, he's this will come up by he's engaging with other external affairs. Whenever he starts engaging with external affairs, So he will experiences, of course, there is an enjoyment, but the mind will get spoiled. And some of the other day he will be totally realizes, and he will sometimes he will not able to overcome the enjoyment, and it will drag into the state where he can't recover from himself. So the desire for woman is natural. The author is saying the desire for woman is natural in every human being, but it should be to an only a certain extent. That is not. It should not be over. Over enjoyment should not be there. Like uh, see, if you should be content with a woman. When you marry a woman, you should be content with the married woman, but you should not go for external affairs, seeking other women to satisfy your sensual pleasures. That is what the main theme. That is the main theme of the line. So this, whenever he engages with many of the external women, external affairs with the woman, so he naturally drags into the tamasic nature. That is totally very very dangerous. So his mind will get totally spoiled. So he cannot live a honest life. He will be every time seeking pleasure. So that kind of greedy or that kind of greediness and that kind of you know over satisfaction or over enjoyment is very dangerous. So that is what the main meaning of the line. So one should not get victimized by the sensual pleasures with the woman. See, nowadays we see that everyone is having one or the other affair. So this is what the reality is. As we can see, the original author, that is Adi Shankaracharya, he has written with a more practicality in the future. What is going to happen? That is, see, man's enjoyment of woman is considered the most powerful of all sensual pleasures. So the man experiences the most sensual pleasures with a woman. See, many of the philosophers, many of the great saints and great realized, self-realized personalities have already uh, they have explained, or they have mentioned that woman woman is the dangerous sensual pleasure for a man. Okay, of course, the nature is okay. The nature, as in, these authors are saying that you should not. They are not saying you should not contact women. They are saying that you should be content with the woman for whom you are going to marry. So that is the main meaning. You should not get greedy, and you should not get see, when you get greedy, there will be lust towards women. So that kind of nature is very very dangerous. So here we have to educate ourselves first of all. To overcome these situations, we have to educate ourselves with Vedanta knowledge, with Vedantic knowledge. And once you educate ourselves with this knowledge, we have to implement it. We have to implement it. We have to use our intellect to implement it. And you should not fall down again. See, once it's a mistake is done, okay, fine. It's done without known. With a it can happen without knowledge. But once the knowledge is there, it should not happen. The intellect should control the person. So that is the main action we have to implement. So, so many people, in spite of the good knowledge they have, they are still they are dragged into this drastic, dangerous situation. That is, that is, with many having many relationships with women, with many women. That is very dangerous. So to avoid these kind of situations, of course, the knowledge is there, but we have to implement it with our intellect. So, and also, many people, in spite of having the knowledge, they just don't care about it. But they will understand it later that I have done a mistake. But of course, they will realize it also later. Everybody will realize these situations and they surrender to it very lately. So, instead of that, we can have immediate surrender and immediate knowledge and immediate implementation if we have. So, our life will be very peaceful and happy. So, that is the main action we have to follow in our life. So, so that is the main that is the main concept of this line. So we should not fall prey towards women relationships. Even Ramakrishna Paramahamsa also he has written in the book in his book that woman is dangerous towards their man's most powerful. I mean, man is attracted towards woman in the most dangerous way. So he has also written. So we should be. So see, actually, we should keep alert to ourselves. We should avoid bad thoughts, and we should also avoid bad watching. So nowadays, internet is everywhere. So we should utilize the internet towards good information and good knowledge. So we should not use the internet towards bad information and bad watching. So if we use those attract towards ugly or bad watching, So we will fall prey into this, and we will sink down into these uh, activities, and it will be very late to awake ourselves. Even we don't even awake for this lifetime. So it can take many lifetimes. So we should get awakened very fast by gaining knowledge, proper knowledge, Vedantic knowledge, and we have to implement it. The most important and foremost important thing is the Vedantic knowledge, what we acquire is we have to practice and we have to implement it in everyday life. So that is the main activity we have to follow. So as you can see nowadays, uh, there are many sad news towards women. Uh, Whatever the no, we hear very bad news towards women's harassments. So that is also a consequence by this tamasic kind of nature. So we should not fall prey into these ugly and bad watchings. So when we get addicted to this kind of bad and ugly watching in the internet, so we will get addiction first of all, and we will get anxiety, and we will get also angry towards other people, and we see women as a object of pleasure. So we don't see women as a human being or as a valued person. We see them as an object of enjoyment. So that is the mind diversion when we watch these bad and ugly watchings. So we should avoid whatever the bad and ugly as far as possible. We should prevent and avoid them. So we should always keep our mind towards good people and good things so that our communication also will be very effective, and there will be very uh, smooth and interactive way of communication. What you feel is you can express towards other person. See, when you are addicted to some bad thing, you always get angry and you always suppress your thoughts. So these kind of behavior leads to some other kind of uh, major that is major condition, or you can say you can be more aggressive in nature. You can get more aggressive in the nature. So when you find yourself more aggressive, so people avoid you. So you don't get any respect towards society. So the behavior automatically changes. So we have to take care of ourselves by not sinking into these bad activities, and we should awaken ourselves as fast as possible. So this is what the meaning of the line, whatever we discussed, or what we discussed. So, so see the lastly, what I want to tell is we have to deal with every human being as a respectable person. We should see them as the most respectable person, and we have to treat them kindly as very humbly. So even if the other person is cruel in nature, we should just avoid him and not argue with him. Okay. So these kinds of behavior, these are all sattvic kind of behavior. Sattvic kind of behavior. So we should apply them in our daily lives. Okay. Of course, every human being has some kind of addictions. So as far as possible, it's better to avoid these addictions, and we have to progress very spiritually, and we have to maintain ourselves very with sattvic nature, and we have to attain ourselves, or we have to grow ourselves as a realized person. So this is one of the verse line taken from Bhaja Govindam. So I hope you understood the line extract. So like this, we have many uh, important, important, valuable lessons that we have to gain in Bhaja Govindam. So once you read this book that is written by Parthasarathy in a very meaningful way, so you will understand the human tendency and what we have to do and what we have and what we don't have to do. So that is the main lesson we have to follow. So these saints and realized persons, there are thousands, or I don't know, there are many thousands of saints who have composed these valuable lessons. So these addictions are a bit difficult to avoid. Yeah, I know that how difficult it is because even I have an addiction. So we just have to gradually progress slowly, and we have to completely remove these addictions in our life. So that should be the aim, and we have to survive in this world with good values by doing and good things, and as far as possible by helping other people. And also, you should protect yourself, and you should not also give away everything. You should not give away everything towards others. You should protect yourself, and you should survive in this world. So I hope that is the major message we have learned today. So thank you for listening, and next session we will see with a nice message from another book. Until then, see you. Bye. Thank you.